Fun. He had competition, he had a ranking system, and it just took off. And he eventually told me about a club in Waltham, Mass, where what looked like to me professional players far superior than I was at the time, and it just became a lifelong passion. And it's something that I introduced my kids to. JC started playing when he was 7. He's 17 now, so he started playing in his first tournament when he was 7 years old. He lost for the first 3 years almost every match, but I told him to stick with it, and now he's one of the top juniors in Massachusetts. I think he's ranked 3rd in under 18 and under. Michael happens to have the honor of being the #1 ranked player against 18 and under. Michael started playing about the same time. This is Michael Wong from Concord, Mass, and we're from Acton. So basically, we're just trying to spread the gospel of table tennis. If it's not your primary sport, as a secondary cross-training sport, it's great for hand-eye coordination. It's fun at any level. If you play somebody around your level, I challenge you if you don't have a blast playing a couple games of ping pong. And the better you get, the more physical it gets, and the more it turns into a really athletic sport. If anybody's ever seen it at at this level and up, it's very impressive. I think it has a huge potential in this country. We only have about 78,000 members of our association compared to Germany, which is like the size of New Mexico, who has over 1 million members. So, we have 330 million, they have like 80 million. So there's a big disconnect with, there's 14 million tables out in the households, but everybody's playing in their basements and they're not coming out to tournaments. So we want to change that. And the way you do it is go to places like this and promote it and get kids playing and get them excited about it, because it is a great sport. So we're just going to have Michael and Chase start hitting, just doing some basic, what's called counter hitting. They just hitting the ball. It doesn't have a lot of spin. They're just keeping the pace of the ball, just getting warmed up. So this is just a basic forehand stroke. That's forehand to forehand. Chase, he had the choice. He was pretty ambidextrous. He could either play righty or lefty when he first started. I said, boy, you got to be a southpaw, because they're in the minority. People don't see lefties a lot, and they have a distinct advantage in all sports, let alone table tennis. So now they're going to hit some backhands. Again, this is just a basic warm-up stroke. This is the stroke that morphs into a more powerful shot. So that's your forehand, that's your backhand. Now Michael's going to start doing what's called, this is the stroke that revolutionized the sport when sponge rubber came on the scene in 1954. Japanese player with a company called Butterfly started with sponge rubber. That's what these people play with now. And it just creates a ton of topspin, up to 10,000 revolutions per minute. So now, and Michael's, this is his signature shot. He's known to have some of the most powerful shots around. And it just generates a ton of topspin. Casey's known for having very, very fast hands and returning these shots effectively. So that's the forehand loop. Now Casey's going to loop something. And a lot of times people see this and they think, wow, this looks pretty easy. But when you stand there and play somebody who knows to play, you soon realize, wow, this is a lot harder than I thought. When that ball's spinning so much, to control it takes a lot of practice. It's like learning an instrument. You can't learn to play guitar in a matter of an hour or two. Table tennis, it takes hundreds of hours just to get to where they're at. It's great. So it's a heck of a lot of fun, and the sky's the limit as far as how much you could train. America has never produced a world champion with the exception of Ruth Aarons won the women's singles in like I have my facts right, 1932. 1937. Thank you for correcting me. But other than that, America just can't come through because other countries are so far ahead as far as their training regimen. And everybody says, who's the best? And everybody knows the answer. And it's true once again. The Asians, the Chinese are the best, and they are the ones that play the most too. They have it down to a science. They have a scouting network that's just like our football, baseball players. They go out, look at 5-year-olds. They have a sea of players, and they have coaches walking and watching, looking, and hand-picking. And then that keeps on going and going and going. They start out with who knows how many million, and then they break it down to a few hundred, and then eventually they've got all the world champions right now. There was a time in the late 80s and early 90s where the Swedes had a bunch of world champions, and then the Chinese went with a vengeance to train and find ways to become number one, and they've stayed there for a long time. And Michael's trained in China how many times now? Yeah, 4 summers he's gone there to pick up a lot of skills over there. So, and Chase and I and my son Connor went to Germany because Germany is big there too. And we lived with a world-class player and trained for 3 weeks with him and learned a lot. So one of those things, you keep on grabbing information by hanging around players who are better than you and learning. And so I guess you want us to have him play an exhibition match? Okay, Chase, did you get to loop any? Yeah. Okay. So the game has changed in 2000. The ITTP. Are you going to announce the score? What? Do we have a scorekeeper, or do you want these guys to keep score?
We can keep score.
Yeah.
Say it out loud so they can hear it.
All right, 2-0. And when you say it, it's the person who's serving who goes first. So
Serve the score first.
Right now it's 2-0, not 0-2. All right, 2-0.
Now, some people see that point and they'll say, man, why did you miss that? I could have returned that. But what you got to understand is the angle, the speed, the spin, a lot of variables that make somebody miss. It looks like, wow, he's not very good. But there's a lot going on in a given point. You hit the net. Man, net balls are a real bummer, but they're great for the guy who hit it bad for the opponent.
Bro, you still count, right?
Oh, that counts. Right? That counts. Much to your opponent's chagrin. Yeah, it counts.
14.
Score?
5-2.
All right, 2-6.
Is the stomp for distraction?
No, it's just
Maybe
kind
a
of
little
like
bit?
it's just kind of like keeps your tempo, I guess. I don't know.
Is it for distraction? You make a lot of noise while you're
Oh, no.
Same question.
Why people do it?
Or you kind of do.
Or, I mean, I just never got the hang of it. So, when you serve, you can put a lot of different spin on the ball. And when you put spin on it versus when you're just hitting it, you can hear the sound, so you have to stop the line so they can.
It kind of tricks them also. Sometimes if you do a really heavy serve, you'll stomp your foot hard.
And then
If you
they
do it
can't.
dead, you stomp your foot hard, then they'll probably.
They can't help you. Always hurts my
All right, 4-8. Oh well.
So my service.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, 3, 2.
Yeah. Right there.